Alright.
Boys, we are back.
Episode 4.
Is it 4?
It is. Already.
I can't wait for episode 13.
What's that?
It's not lucky.
It's my favourite number.
Well, like Taylor Swift.
Thought it, eh?
Yeah, what?
Who'd you say?
Who? Yeah.
You wearing a port Guernsey?
Does it look like a,
I'd slap
look
him.
like a shit club?
I'd slap him.
Well, well.
It's a shit club, but it's not as shit as Port. I'd slap him if he has.
Yeah.
Port. Yeah.
I like. No, actually, no, I don't. Fuck it. I don't like it.
You just said before you like the Guernsey. You can't
Prove
like
it.
Huh?
I never heard that.
Boys, there's only one good Guernsey
You ain't
in
here
the
for
house.
it?
There's now.
Wait.
If anyone can tell us
Wait.
who this team is,
Please, someone in the comments.
Yeah, please drop a
can't
comment
get
because-
onto Nedley.
old mate walks in.
Who is this?
Strutting his stuff all the way from Robe. Hey boys, we're going to be late because I'm coming from Robe. Walks in and
All
goes,
the way from Rome.
boys, does anybody know who this team is? No, Ned. I've got no idea who that
no's.
is. It looks
Call
like
yourself
you've got
footy
that
fans.
from the op shop,
You call
bro.
yourself footy fans, you guys
Yeah.
have got no idea.
Wait.
The real footy teams.
Well, you know, everyone could comment
I'm looking forward to
in
it.
our Facebook Live. So if anyone knows, write it in there because
We'll leave it for them.
we'll leave it for you guys.
Because I have no freaking clue.
You can't do the old Google search. Because,
What can you Google search?
well,
The Spono?
I don't know.
There's a
Anyway.
bit of Spanish on there. That's all I can tell you.
I don't mind the actual kit. I just got
Looks
no
alright.
idea who the hell they are.
Looks good, doesn't it?
yeah, it looks good when you get it from the op shop.
Yeah.
Better than
Looks
his
like an
beanie.
old NSL top.
Pity about the beanie.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm going to go to the toilet if you want. Can I bring that with me? What a
The toilet.
Aren't you cold?
what
How
a
old's that beanie?
disgusting beanie.
It's the only footy club in
Now,
SA
mind
that
you,
can field a team.
look, just speaking about that
Oh,
that club,
yeah.
has anybody seen the leaked footage of the badge?
Oh, don't get me started on the badge. Don't get me started on the badge.
How bad is the badge?
The
The
badge is
same
good.
club. The badge is a joke. Just like your clubs.
You
Two
have-
clubs.
You have
Plural.
You have no right, Sam, to be talking about football clubs in disarray because your club is. I can't
Shambles.
But we're not talking about shambles. We're
No.
talking about your logo, your new club logo. We're not talking about the actual state of a club. Are we?
150 years of tradition. Club. Your club was formed by government officials in the 90s because no one else. wanted
I
to
reckon we
carry
have the
that.
same argument week in, week out about this two clubs bullshit. Because
Shit.
oh,
What's going on there? We've got a few technical difficulties.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Put the red tube away, Michael.
oh yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, while we're on it, we might as well get straight to Sammy's rant because
Yeah,
he's
go
already
on, Sammy.
fired up.
Oh,
He's already
red.
fired up.
Nah, well, that's pissed me off. Number one, George, I'm telling you, you slap him for me because that's
You've
pissed
had all
me
day
off.
at the fruit shop to think of something.
That's
What are you
it,
coming
I don't
at?
I don't work at a fruit shop, mate.
That's
Just
it,
'cause I'm a
mate.
brickie. Nah, look, not much has pissed me off over the weekend, which is pretty unusual. But what pissed me off is West Coast bending over backwards, taking it sweet.
With a banana?
No.
From the fruit shop?
From freaking Brad Scott and the Geelong Footy Club. What a joke. Two first rounders, one this year, one next, and a second rounder. And I think they get a third rounder back and Kelly.
Wait, what?
Tell me that's not a screw job.
Well, Geelong have now secured the young talent that they needed for the next couple of years.
How's that not a screw job? He's still got 2 years on his contract, I think.
Who, Kelly?
Kelly,
Yeah, I'm pretty
2
sure.
years?
Oh, he's got a year or two left, yeah.
What's with this feel-good stories? Oh, his family wants to go home. I get it. He's got a couple of autistic children, apparently.
Oh,
No,
really? I
Apparently
didn't
he's
know
got
that.
a couple of
Okay,
autistic
okay.
children, apparently.
I was going to say, don't play
family
professional
reasons.
football.
But you know what?
Fair enough. If there's a seven,
You need to do what's best for the football club as a chairman and as a club, as a board. I don't believe in love stories. I don't believe in... You do what's best for your club.
Here you go.
For your club.
The Cats received this year's picks 14, 24 and 37 plus next year's first round selection in exchange for Kelly, pick 57 and a future third round selection.
Kelly is not that... Kelly's a great player. He's elite. Elite midfielder. But Geelong did a very good job there. And that's what I'm talking about with clubs. They're one club that does not bend over when trading players. They could have traded him last year. Nah, give him another 12 months. Didn't agree with what West Coast were going to give him. They could have done the same again this year, really, but West Coast came to the party and got bent over.
whoever's doing the negotiations needs to go to Adelaide Crows and show them how to negotiate because...
Agreed. Look, what did Dangerfield go for? We got... Who was the guy that came? Started with a G? Goring?
Nazi Goring.
Was it Gorringe? Was it Gorringe?
No, it wasn't Goring. He'd be at the Ramsgate Friday night. No, it was a first rounder and some disgusting player. Horrible. He played SNFL and I think he's delisted now. and a first rounder. We always get bent
That's
over.
all Dangerfield's work.
And and talking about bending over, that's what I want to do with Greenwood. Apparently Gold Coast and Crows are hitting horns. Can't agree a deal. Send him to the draft. Send him to the preseason draft. Risk getting nothing. I don't care. As a fan, I'd rather you get nothing than get rubbish.
I actually like the trade. I think it's good.
Who?
The trade that's been done between...
You think it's fair?
I'm a West Coast fan. I think it's good.
Yeah, but do you think that's fair?
Hang on.
Well, let's be honest.
So hang on. So you go for 3 clubs: Port Magpies,
Yeah.
Port
West Coast.
Power, and West Coast.
Yeah,
Nothing-
150 years.
Nothing's funny, Ned. I know just because you got the same logo, it doesn't make him wake
I'm
up.
a West
funny.
Coast Eagles fan. I don't know
Yeah.
how this has come back to me supporting Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
I'm a West Coast
There's
fan.
going to be a
Number
lot
2.
coming back to
Number
me
2
supporting
fan
Port
for West
Adelaide.
Coast. I should have worn my scarf.
Yeah, you
Wear
did.
that next
I am
week.
too, just quietly.
If they want to get one of the best players in the league, they got to pay the price, and that's what they paid to get him across.
But was it fair? Do you think they paid overs? That's what I'm asking. I think they paid
To be honest,
ridiculous
I mean,
amount of overs.
they're giving away first round picks. West Coast are going to finish in the top 2 for the next 3 or 4 years anyway, I think.
Yeah, well, you'd think
Yep.
so.
So I think that
You'd hope so.
their draft picks are going to be their first round picks, taking into account the Gold Coast package and things like that. Probably going to be around 20. The difference between pick 20 and 50, not much.
We have a look at Kelly, right? He's averaged 25.4 disposals. He got 24 goals. His inside 50s are 4.4, so they're about average as well. Clearances 5.9, and contested possessions 11.7. So most of his stats are about average, where his elite is his goals, which is 24.
That's what the Crows... Well, talk about the Crows.
Goal-kicking
That's what we
midfielder.
don't have. Any goal-kicking midfielders, and they're priceless. All the good teams have good goal-kicking midfielders.
Yep.
And that's what you need.
Well, the deal also involved Essendon, right? And the Bombers received pick number 33 from the Eagles and number 57 from Geelong, while picking up number 37 to the Cats and number 52 to the Eagles.
It's actually
Just
quite,
said everyone
So it's
works.
like-
it's actually quite technical, isn't it?
I don't know.
It
I don't
is.
know how that works.
Yeah, I'm not really
But
into
I mean,
that.
Geelong are clearing, and I think they're maybe gaining picks to be able to potentially give to St Kilda for
Jack Stephen.
That's exactly what it
So I
says. So
think-
it's expected that pick 37 will unlock Geelong's pursuit of
Another
contractor
bargain.
St Kilda's midfielder Jack Stephen.
Jack Stephen is...
As
Yeah,
much
but-
as I hate
And the
Geelong,
Saints receive a second round pick for that.
But another bargain. 37 for Jack Stephen. I know he's had his problems. But pick 37 for Jack Stephen. He was once an elite midfielder of the game.
well, look what Dallas has done. He had problems at Footscray.
You are so old! So old.
Footscray.
Come on, the Footscray.
I wasn't bring back the Brisbane Bears.
Come on, the Footscray. At the doggies. And now look at Dalhouse now.
Yeah.
Doesn't wear his skull cap. Beautiful looking fella.
Doesn't wear
Hey,
his
they've helped him out.
No dreadlocks. Do you have dreadlocks? What's
Jack
going on?
Stephen is going to be just as good as Kelly at Geelong.
Yeah, I think
if
so
that's
too.
what's going to help his mental health, I don't think Geelong will be missing out here at all. They're
No.
doing a good job.
Yeah, so do I. Like
with
usual.
you.
They made me
you.
sick.
But what is he? 4 million, 6 million over 4 years, or 4 million
4
over
million.
6 years?
4 million.
Over 6 years.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a,
A
shout
6-year
out.
deal valued at $4 million.
Yeah, it's
more
good.
than $4 million.
Here comes George's business shout out.
No. So this is going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
I
really
just,
go.
no. I just. It's not my business shout out. I haven't received any money yet. I still got a cup and yellow
You didn't
group
get
set
free
to
food
buy
when
for
we
my
went there
bike.
either.
Anyways, my brother-in-law thinks that Carlton are going to finish in the top 8 because they're going to sign Tom Papley. Is that a joke or what?
Yeah, it was-
Nah. I don't think. Look, Tom Papley is not an elite small forward. That's actually funny. But they could sneak the 8 next year.
Nah.
I don't think so, but
They'll
they
push
could.
it. They'll put, yeah,
Do not be surprised if they make the 8 next year.
He reckons the Blues are back.
No,
I'll push it.
the Blues are far from back. Apparently they're going to get Eddie Betts, pick 47, I think.
Yeah.
I think
32-year-old.
Nah.
Done. Don't know why Carlton's getting him because they're in the complete
Can
other
I tell you
side
something?
of the...
It'll be mental space. It'll be mental headspace. That's what it'll be. I'm telling you.
It's the
I'm telling you.
David
He's
T.
good- no, he's-
best friends with Betts.
Yes, that's what I mean. He's
And
going to be
it's
a good
the love
headspace.
affair.
He's
Yeah.
going
All
to
it
be
is.
feeling good. He's going to be playing good. He's the whole camp saga that all these Indigenous boys are leaving Adelaide for. Which
I've been told Eddie
I
Betts
don't
does
know.
not want to leave the Crows.
You reckon?
It's the Crows that don't want him.
You
Really?
reckon?
And I don't agree with it because I think we owe him.
Oh,
But
you
that's
guys
what
are
I've been
big
told.
time.
That's
yeah.
what I've been told.
But you know what? If he goes with his mate Tiki, I reckon he will tear up next year. Has a solid preseason, plays his little bit parts.
He's still capable.
Bets.
I think I think his best is past him. He can't jump
He's
over a
gone.
jam tin anymore.
All right.
Tell me, what game did Eddie Betts play his best game this year against?
Gold Coast, both of
Coast,
them.
man.
He kicked 12 goals against Gold
Yeah.
Coast or 11.
He's
He can't jump
nonsense.
over a jam tin. He's done.
He doesn't have to.
Yes, he does. Small forwards need
Sammy
that. You
could
got to
kick
have
up
that.
6 goals against Gold,
Gold
Coast.
Coast, pretty much.
As a small forward.
As long as Ned's hitting me down my throat, eh?
My brother-in-law
Lace
goes.
out.
My brother-in-law says the Carlton Footy Club will finish above the Crows.
I agree. Should we put some money on it here and now?
Should we?
Absolutely, they will.
Hey,
He's not saying anything. 'cause
no, I
he
didn't
knows
hear.
it.
I didn't hear. I've just got a correct answer for your shirt. But just what did you say? And I'll go back to the shirt.
My brother-in-law reckons they're going to finish above the Crows next year.
Carlton will. I think they will. Better midfield.
Be very careful what you say because I will knock your teeth.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, I'm joking, man. It's all
Take it easy, mate. Sorry, we're cast members. You have to get cheese.
Yeah, with mouth guards are anyway.
And it's
No,
course
no,
today.
no.
And it's
No,
course
no.
today.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will, especially if we get a good coach.
How much fruit you're willing to...
2 kilos of bananas, that's $1.99.
If you go down to St Bernard's Fruit there, the man is fighting against Audi.
Exactly.
Well, if you see this, mate, you owe me some big bucks there, all right?
All right.
Yeah, I plugged you, mate.
John Capiris.
Hey, Capiris, if you hear me there, you owe me, mate, all right?
St. Bernard's 50,
All right.
57 St. Bernard
Pallet
Road.
of bananas, mate. I want it now. Anyways,
Bring it to 57 Prospect Road.
It's just chocked to
Nah,
all.
listen, Nedley. I've got Teresa Camiso here. Her young son Anthony thinks it's the Guernsey of ATL Nacional from Colombia.
Yep.
So now,
Yeah,
how,
spot on.
Hang on. Now, how would he know that? Does he go to your school?
No.
Do you teach him?
No, he doesn't go to St. Michael's, but he's cluey.
FIFA. He must be a FIFA kid.
He obviously
The
knows
kid,
his-
he does love
FIFA.
FIFA.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
That's it, 100%.
Cluey. He knows players, he knows sport.
Does he?
So credit to him.
Does he
Well
want
done,
to come
Teresa.
on-
Tell
does he
Anthony.
want to come on the show one day?
Take your spot.
My spot.
Who knows more than
Maybe,
you
yeah,
guys?
maybe your spot, George. Mine's not up for grabs, mate.
Hang on.
Oh, right.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, man. There's 95 kilos to fill. Don't hit my
Here we
neck.
go. We got an answer for that mystery player that the Crows got with the Geelong deal. Dean Gore. That's who it was. I knew it started with a G. The absolute muppet. Dean Gore. What's he doing now? Carmen, tell me what he's doing now.
He's a
Good
carpenter.
trade.
Carmen can't tell me. Big shout out. Big Crow supporter.
Well,
Big
now,
Crow
I actually had a
supporter.
conversation with Carmen Can't Tell Me on the weekend, right?
Did ya?
Yeah, I did at a Bucks night.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wonder
quiet, keep it quiet.
how educated
No,
was
no,
that?
no. I was
Don't
very,
kiss yourself.
I was very straight.
Yeah, yeah.
I drove home. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gamble responsibly.
Yeah.
And he's not happy with the Crows.
Which neither should he.
Carmen's peaking to
Yeah,
the
so
point
am
where
I.
I think he actually said that he handed in his membership.
Yeah, so have I.
Have you really?
Yeah. Not just because the kid's coming. I may still re-sign because I did when I actually rang the
You
member
sound like a
services.
player.
I actually
the only
rang.
one.
No, honestly, this is a true story. I rang the membership services. Don't laugh. I rang the membership services and I told them, do not call me or send me mail if Don Pike's still the coach next year. Because I'm not going to renew. I'm not going to renew. They don't deserve me. The club will not go forward with that guy. And he's gone. And he's gone. So now I don't know what to do. I've got a kid coming, $500 for the Crows membership. But I'm probably not going to get one. But he was a big reason, Pikey was a big reason for it.
Come across the Alberta, mate. We'll take you. Hey, I heard something on the weekend.
I wouldn't be caught dead there, mate.
They're desperate.
If I have to come there, I'll catch a taxi, mate. I don't bring my car there, that's for sure. But go on.
What about the train?
So I heard
Nah,
something
too
about
scary.
Sammy, I got some news. I heard something about the Crows on the weekend.
Yep.
About some players, might have got a little bit silly at Silly Sunday, and that's how they talk a bit of rubbish
Banter.
about
Yeah.
things going on in the club and they're not happy. Apparently, Pike wasn't the issue. Apparently, it was the assistant coaches players aren't happy with.
Is that right?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
From numerous sources.
But then again, the buck stops with Pike.
Yeah.
Pike can get rid of those assistant coaches. If the players aren't happy,
the whole club can.
it stops with him.
So is there a whole clean out, do you think? Are the assistant coaches staying on or not?
I don't think so. I reckon Camporelli could be gone. Birdman's Bird Brain is definitely gone.
Yep.
That's a great move. He's
Yeah, no,
Is
he's
he a
gone.
coach or is he a manager?
He's a football director, Bird.
Director, yeah.
Camporelli and Ben Hart. I've been through that anyway. But I've got some news on Yeoman because Rashido's an absolute liar. He lied to me again on radio during the week. I was
Will you
listening.
speak to him?
No, they said they asked him about the
Maybe a
Yeoman
couple of
trade.
times this
They
week.
asked him how Yeoman left, blah blah blah, and he said it didn't have anything to do with the camp, blah blah blah. It was more about the contract issue and the length of the
Of
contract.
course he's not going to say it's something to do with the
No, but I'm not talking about the camp. Okay, so I'll give you. This is what happened. Someone that I know has spoken to Cam Ellis-Yeoman's mother. Okay.
Okay, off you go.
By the way, I was talking to CEY's mum yesterday. We were talking about him going to Brisbane. She said the Crows mismanaged his injury and admitted it. But they didn't seem to care that they did. Then I asked if Brett Burton was a reason why he was leaving, and she said yes, he's part of a few reasons.
Yeah, right.
That's from Yeoman's
culture's
mother.
Gone. Culture is absolutely gone. in that
It,
club.
it would be shot, but I don't think it's got everything to do with the camp. Everyone's gone back to the camp. It was 2-3 years ago. You got to grow up a little bit as a guy, as a player, as a man.
It's obviously impacted their culture, though.
Oh, absolutely. I don't doubt it has.
So they've gone from almost winning a premiership to no players.
They
no
did the right
coach.
things, and they admitted that they.
100%.
Like
I hate the
that's
place.
100%.
But they admitted they did the wrong thing.
culture.
They went about it the wrong thing. They tweaked too many things. They made the GF. Like, how dumb. Whoever was in charge of that, and it's Burden.
Yeah, but-
you just made the GF. Clearly, you're doing a lot right.
As
You
soon
don't
as
need to change an
As
awful
soon
lot.
as you lose the change room, again, doesn't matter what sport you play. As soon as you lose the change room, you need to find why, and you need to get rid of it. Cut away the fat.
Oh, they're doing it.
Well,
I don't think they're going to
there's not going to be any fat left.
Coaches
No,
are-
no,
Yeah,
no,
it's
Cut
gonna
it
be
out and not put anything in place.
The only fat's going to be JJ, and he's going to be coming over to us.
Well,
apparently.
just on that, for a start, JJ, he's willing to take a 400k pay cut, and still nobody wants him.
He's going to
We can't give him away for a bag of chips.
You know what?
the pies.
Bring him over. He'll kick 50 goals.
He might. He's capable though, George. He's 110 kilos. If the guy gets out of his brain, actually, to be a brute, crash packs 110 kilos of steel, and stop being a bitch
Does he?
and play football,
Does he need to come to Pennington Oval?
maybe Pennington Oval.
5013.
Yes.
Come see Big G DIMOP.
But no, but
That's it. That's it.
Eminem, if
You
you're
know-
out there,
Oh
boom.
my God.
You know, he will. I think he will go to Collingwood.
I think he will too.
I think he'd be a good fit.
Collingwood or
and-
Essendon depends because Essendon
He won't go- he
probably
won't
lose
go
Danaher. They need a big man.
That has going.
Yeah.
He'll go to Sydney.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And which Essendon need a key forward. I don't think
JJ's not a very.
he's not.
He's
He's,
not the
only
leader.
got. He's got 2 years left. JJ.
He's
I think
31
Collingwood
years old.
try to ring him in. Maybe put him up there. All Collingwood needs is someone to stand at centre half forward and let them all come.
Yeah, I agree.
Let them all flock to him, and the ball just needs to come down.
But they still need to sort out what's happening with their big players first
Yeah.
before they can even go
I
down
could.
that
I
path.
could Cox the Dons.
Apparently, he's come out and he said that's crap.
Yeah. I don't know much about that one,
Who knows?
but I think Danaher's definitely
Yeah,
gone.
let me call him now.
And JJ maybe to Collingwood.
Before we move on from the Crows, and we've spoken a bit about them, I don't think it's actually right how much flack they're copping with all these players leaving, and I'll tell you why. Everyone that's left or going to leave or has requested a trade, bar Keith, have played SANFL at some stage this year. So they're not going to really hurt us that much. Bit of depth we'll lose, yep. But it's not like we're losing a Sloan, an elite player. They've all played SANFL apart from
Not
Keith.
yet.
Well, not. I was going to say if Yolman goes to Brizzy and he cleans up like old mate Cameron has.
Lions.
Cleans up. What's he going to do? He's an inside midfielder,
Lions,
wins the
yeah.
ball. That's about Lions.
Clean up.
Lions.
You know what, Sammy?
Change the scenery.
I don't disagree there.
Thank
I
you.
reckon the players that are leaving aren't that good anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It's just that it's all at once, right? And then they're coming out talking about the culture. And
Might
how
be a
bad
couple of
it's been.
soccer clubs I've played for that's happened.
Yeah, but then
Just a couple?
with
No,
those clubs, who
only
do they
two.
attract though? They
Yeah.
attract young kids, right? Who haven't had much experience playing first team, and they try and rebuild from there, and then they go down 2 divisions and fight to get back up the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
well-
So it feels like that to a point with the Crows, but at the same time, we're not losing like the key players.
Because if we weren't though, imagine the uproar. Everyone's Crows aren't doing anything. They're not rejuvenating their list. This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
How do we know that the Crows have only offered Yeoman and Greenwood or whatever 2 years
Yeah.
on purpose to push their hands to request a trade?
That might be part of the problem. Obviously, there's cultural problems there.
Well,
Maybe
that's the
these
thing.
people all leaving, they're part of the problem. The Crows are probably happy to let them
I've
go.
got a solution. I've got a solution.
You have a solution.
Get the
I've
team.
been start
I've got a
coaching the Crows.
solution.
You have a
If you
solution.
want culture, Adelaide Crows. I live in Adelaide. I am the culture king. You want a good time? You want your players to band together? You come and see Big GD IMOP, mate. We will get it going.
We don't want you.
You need me.
Go to Collingwood.
You need culture. I am culture.
Stick with your Magpie Army. Go take Joffa's spot, who's gone to help
That's fine.
the disfortunate.
You need all
What's the
culture you
unfortunate?
can get, mate.
Okay.
Could you?
Go take Joffa's spot in the cheer squad. We don't want you at Crowland.
You
Stay
would
with the
love.
Magpie Army.
You would love me.
Somebody's about to bust a vein.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Throbbing.
Oh. Back to,
Check it off. It's
back to
35
trade
minutes,
talk.
loser.
Back to trade talk.
What?
Rest in peace, Danny Frawley, but the Golden Fist, your best spoiler, Dougal Howard, wants out.
One player. Well done, Sam. You got 15.
Hang on
Once-
one
You got
sec.
15 out.
A listener of ours, Johnny Munker, has gone.
Johnny Munker.
How can the Crows go into trade week with no coach?
Agreed.
Please explain.
Agreed. That makes me sick, Johnny. I hate that. I hate that.
And that's the problem.
Six Flams TE.
That's the
I
problem.
can't stand that we got no coach in trade
Got
talk.
nothing.
How you supposed
But
to attract players?
We don't want anyone though, Kev.
You can't attract no one.
I don't think we
Hey,
want anyone
there's
though.
95 kilos of culture right here, but they don't want it.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming to the Crows.
Fantasia?
He'll be a good pickup.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Overrated.
That's
Even
coming
if
from
it comes
his
to the
cousin.
Crows.
That's his cousin right there.
Yeah, Orazio. Even if they would come to the Crows, overrated.
Nothing wrong with
Played
Lazio.
15 games, scored 20 goals this year, I think it was. Give me a break.
Yeah. No.
Overrated.
He's the same.
And he's
you know
not
what?
he's not quick for a
Sam.
small forward, he's slow.
Port will pick him up because Port love picking up average players.
Yeah, you're a graveyard for traded players. Has anybody gone there and actually done well? Anybody?
You don't even trade players to your club because no one wants to go there, Sam.
David King was right. He said it during the week.
David King
Port
was
Adelaide
right.
Football Club is a graveyard for traded players.
Do you
Everyone that
honestly
goes
listen
to
that
Port suck.
Do you honestly listen to David King? He is the biggest flog in AFL behind Dane Swan.
He knows a lot of footy.
Hang on. Hang on. We should new segment. New segment.
Biggest flogs in sport.
Yeah.
Dane Swan, David King.
Swan is not a flog.
I don't think so either. I think he's wrong. Not because of the Guernsey you're
Do
wearing.
you know what? If we're going to have a fucking graveyard or a flog yard, the whole of the Port Magpies and the Port Power can just jog on down to the flog yards at Alberton.
A successful
150
club
years.
in the world.
Gino
A successful
Marciano's telling
club.
me to calm down. Can you just tell him to just leave
Who's
me
that?
alone?
Who?
Gino Marciano.
Bully.
Who's Gino Marciano?
He's a Foodland manager.
Bully.
Is he?
He's yeah.
Hey, Gino. Keep going, mate.
All right.
I want to hear it. Which food-
No, I can't
Can't
say that.
disclose,
Come on. I
can't
can't
Until
do
you put some money on the table, Gino, I can't tell you what food that is from. Sorry, mate.
You already said Foodland, so what do you make?
Oh, Foodland. Give us
There's
some cash.
there is a big
Uh-oh, there's more. There's
nah,
more,
there's big
boys.
juice with the trade talk. I got it really late, just before we came on. Mark Stevens is reporting that Adelaide will part with pick 4, and that will go to GWS in return for picks 12, 18, and GWS's first rounder in 2020.
Is there any culture in those picks? No?
George,
You
grow
can't
up.
pick up culture.
Can we have a serious
They're looking
conversation
for it.
sometimes?
They're
George?
looking for it.
Nah,
you can't pick up. You can't draft culture.
Can you
Sammy.
find maturity? Can you
can't
draft
draft it.
maturity?
Oh no, you need to draft that as well.
Jesus Christ. Nah, seriously, what do you think of that? That's what they reckon is pretty much going to happen. Mark Stevens
know what?
Do you
reported.
want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Why?
Why?
Fair enough. Moving on. Doesn't give a shit.
Depends what the draft's like of the top 5 players.
That's the thing.
If there's only 3 good players and the rest are pretty evenly matched, or they want something specific, then
Maybe
they
pick 4's not that
got to pull
great.
through.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I think they need to start drafting from SA. That's why the
Absolutely.
players keep walking.
Agreed.
They Port drafted SA. That's why not heaps of players go walking.
But sometimes, how do you resist if you got an elite, unbelievable, clear standout and he's from Victoria? How do you pick an
They must
SA
be-
boy who's
Yeah, you can't.
a fair level below?
I just don't understand how they're picking all these players without a coach. What if these players don't fit to the coach's system?
Exactly.
Like,
what system are
I
they going to be
agree.
playing?
It's just
I
like, how
can't
can you not
disagree.
Get the coach done, get the coach sorted, then hit the trade. This should have been done a few weeks
How can
ago.
you not sort a coach out, man?
How is it not done already? That's
Yeah.
the thing. How is it not done already?
If anyone's-
Freo got one straight away.
If anyone's got any info,
Nah, there's 4 days there'll be a coach. But I just want to
has to be.
confirm
Wait, who?
Scotty Burns is still in the running and nobody has been ruled out apart from Gary Lyon.
dude.
What's his name there? Toss Lyon. Okay? Nobody's been ruled out apart from him. So Uze's still there, Burns is still there, Kingsley's still there, Nix is still there, Noble's still there.
Who would be your pick?
I actually don't mind Adam Uze.
Yeah.
Out of the ones that are being
He's been underclassed.
talked about,
The hot
Uze
list.
or Burns. I don't really want an ex-Port
Burns.
Adelaide scum.
What
on
if
the
they
list.
do what we did to Carlton? We sent Mickey Malthouse in to just destroy it.
Yes,
The
take it
Trojan
down.
horse. Send the Trojan horse in.
Send him up.
Send the Trojan kid. Piss him off.
Dude, someone told me Mark Williams is in the race for the Crows coach.
Yeah, I heard that too, but that's crap.
That can't be
Well,
real.
actually, he's been actually fairly active. So
It won't
he's won the
happen.
role.
Won't happen. Won't happen.
Now,
Move
that
on.
would be the ultimate Trojan horse.
Won't happen.
That would be the ultimate Trojan.
The ultimate.
You got old Brad Pitt and Achilles there.
I wouldn't mind it in a way, only to burn those Port Adelaide supporters. Can you imagine how much that would hurt them?
No, don't burn you.
Oh, it'd make me sick to the core, but I don't know if it'd make him as sick as Port Adelaide
Get
supporters.
Primus in there, man.
Anyway, that's enough.
Primus. Sounds like a transformer. Optimus
tarps
Primus over there.
What have we got, Cavi? What's next?
Well, Ned Stark of the Starks wants to talk about AFLW for a sec. Right, so there's something you want to bring up.
Oh, well, I just saw that they had a bargaining agreement that they needed 75% of the players to vote yes on, and then they had 70 that voted yes, so they didn't get it over the line. But it's about how many games they play. There's, 14 teams now in the comp. They want to go up from 7 or 8 games. I think they're playing a year, which I think's fair.
Has Port Adelaide got a women's team?
In the Sandford, I think next year maybe.
No, as in have they got them in the AFLW women's team?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Fair
we
enough.
focus most of our
Crows?
work on the Indigenous players. You
Crows?
just focus on women. That's fine.
Crows?
Hey?
Crows got one?
Yeah, you've got to focus on
Yeah.
women's footy. We've
That's
got to focus on Indigenous
That's
football.
unusual.
What? It's unusual for someone like you. I know how your opinion on when it comes to women's football. You're a little bit.
I haven't seen
I
anything
won't
in
say
your
the
words.
word. I won't say the word, but you normally just
Nah, they're
No
your words.
discrimination, no
display your,
sexism.
your
I think
own-
it's great that ladies are
your own
playing football.
admirable qualities there.
I think it's great that women are playing football.
I want to talk about it. But I don't want Sammy to start saying the wrong stuff again.
Yeah,
Does anybody know the insides or inside outs of these deals?
That's the
What-
thing. No one
that's-
knows anything.
They haven't been released. I've been trying to find stuff out about it, but if there's 14 teams, you'd want a little bit more than 8 games. You'd want 14
And
games.
if they want to get
Yeah,
paid
it's crap.
better, I think they should.
Yeah, but how many
Why
get
not?
to a game?
No, they need to have. They need to have.
What
more.
are they getting 10k to a game in Adelaide?
Are
I think
they?
the Adelaide team probably get the most players, most supporters to the
So
game.
They're getting 10,000 people to the game. Maybe in the GF.
No, they reckon they sold out the GF, but I
Didn't
saw
they have
it
about
in
20,000, 30,000?
There's no way they get 10,000.
Only showed the first tier around the oval. Showing you
Yeah.
So what do the players get? That'd be semi-pro.
I reckon the best players will be getting maybe 30, 40k a year.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be much. I think a fair thing is pay them a little bit more than what they get paid, even
Yeah.
though
It just
the
depends
standard's
on
But
the
it's
horrible.
still
You know what? It comes down to the business side of things, right? Is what are they getting viewers? What?
Yeah,
what are
and
the
that's the thing, and it'd be
sponsors
poor.
giving them? Until that goes up, they can't demand any
I
money.
agree. But with the games, without the money
That's
side,
fair.
take the money side out, I think it'd be fair if every club should have a women's team. Put it that way. Even Port Adelaide. Even though they've
Eventually-
got 10,000 Port supporters for their men's
Eventually,
team,
I
so they're
think
going to
they're
struggle
going
for
to do
women's
that. I think
team.
they're going to do that.
So they should, and they should have curtain raisers before the AFL team. So whoever their
Fair
men's
enough.
team play,
Yeah.
the women's team play.
That's what you always think, wouldn't
That's
you?
brilliant.
Like,
That's a great idea. Honestly, I'm
That's
all
my
for
view.
that.
yeah, because people get to the game early. Like, fuck, we'll just watch it for a little bit and then
That's right.
hang
It probably
around.
would pick up the viewers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd have more
definitely.
people there.
Yep.
Anyway.
I always
What-
thought that. I used to do it before the national games for soccer
NSL
here,
games, yeah.
right?
One thing I'd like to see here, what they do in Europe, is a club like, just say Olympiacos, they've got soccer.
Who?
That club. Yeah.
Who?
Olympiacos.
Bless you.
You know who Olympiacos are.
Yeah, that club.
Okay, that's coming from a bloke wearing a Colombian
Atletico Nacional.
marching powder
Bless you.
top here.
Ned, I like it.
Oh,
Thanks, Sam.
I don't
Covered
mind.
nothing, man.
I'll
What's
come
this?
whatever I want, mate. All right. Anyways,
Well, they won
Starter.
2 championships on there.
Go on,
Yeah,
George.
cups,
so
man.
you know how they got basketball
Cups.
teams, they've got football teams,
Yep.
soccer, all that sort of stuff. I'd like to see clubs do that here. There's one that's doing it at the moment. It's Collingwood, but
Doing what?
they've got.
It's
the
funny
girls'
you
team,
mention
they've
that.
got basketball, they've got netball, all that sort of.
He's got the most money in Australia.
How's that our fault?
It's
Eddie
not.
Maguire.
That's not really a fault.
Very well run.
Very well run, but I'd like to see that. Like,
Yeah, okay. Fair enough, George.
Man, what are you chuffing off about over there, mate?
Well, some clubs don't have the money that Collingwood have because they don't have a
I'm
illustrious
saying I'd like...
gangster
Favouritism.
businessman.
Oh,
You
sorry.
need to understand.
favouritism.
You need to understand. Port can't do what any other AFL club do. They're struggling as it is.
Yeah, well...
They can't even afford to play at Adelaide Oval.
Well, they've had to merge the badges.
Have you been to West?
They can't afford
They've got no money.
They can't afford the badges. They've cut one up here. They've just put it there.
We'll be coming out next year and Boke will be like, "Fuck, I'm still owed from 2017. I haven't got a wage yet."
Because they're like having a full badge.
Have you seen the state your football club is in? You're stuffed.
No, we're not.
Completely stuffed.
Financially, we're up there with Collingwood financially.
When you start
Honestly,
losing.
no one's up with us,
Not when you
mate.
start. Look, you are stuffed. You are stuffed for the next 5 years, and you know it.
Playing wise,
The whole thing. You don't have good coaching staff, assistant coaching staff.
Remain to be seen.
Don't have any.
Remain to be seen.
Don't have any good football department members.
Agreed.
All your fringe players are going. Wait till the rest.
Agreed.
Wait till the rest of them go when they find out you're not going to have any success in the next couple of years. You need a complete full rebuild. Your Westlake Stadium's crumbled down to the ground.
We don't wanna
The
be
players-
there.
I know you don't even want to be there, and you have to stay.
Brand
there. That's
new
how
complex
bad
at
you are.
North Adelaide.
Shush,
Brand
shush,
new.
shush. You haven't got that sorted because I went to a restaurant the other day and I saw some Crows officials with the premier of the state coming out from a
Put your
secret
finger
room,
down.
from a secret room.
Don't listen to him. Stick your finger back up there.
From a secret room, and they were not impressed. You haven't got shit sealed, and your club's in disarray. Don't start talking about Port Adelaide. You are stuffed, absolutely
our
stuffed.
club is in shambles.
Stuffed.
No, but our club is in shambles. We're a mess right now. I'm not disagreeing that we're a mess. We are a mess.
Do you know what that is?
But we're
Do you know what that
financially
is?
stable.
In your face.
We're financially stable. Hey, the Aussies can't do that. But we're financially
Doesn't matter
stable.
if you can't win games of footy.
But we're guaranteed we're financially stable.
Doesn't matter.
We are a shambles. We are a mess. Playing group. We haven't got a coach. We're a mess. I'm not denying that.
Hey, you
It's
forgot about
100%.
culture and you forgot
Culture.
about Carmen.
Okay.
Carmen's gone as well.
Now I'm getting hot.
He knows he's under the pub. He's under to take the jacket off. Just put it on.
He's fired up.
Put it on.
Oh, hang on.
Put it back on.
Does anybody know Anthony Karasamatis?
Oh, here we go.
He's dropped the F-bomb. He's gone F the Crows. Hey, laddie!
Take it easy, Cara.
Hello, Caff and Gaff.
Jeez, Captain Gaff.
Stuffed.
What's happening at North Adelaide?
Oh, we'll
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
We're back. We're gonna have we'll be having a brand new complex down there.
Hey,
It will happen.
Yeah,
Crows
2032.
Crows get what they want. Simple as that. Money talks.
Hey, Con Macros
Bullshit
owns North
walks.
Adelaide, so if you don't have him in your back pocket, you're not going to get nothing.
Money talks, bullshit walks. That's the Port Adelaide Football Club. We'll get where we have to be.
Doesn't matter, man. We'll just get AFL handouts. We're in the same position regardless. Except we got a good playing group, some good culture. And
Just
history.
fold, go to the Gold Coast.
150 years.
Yeah, your ass. That's 150 years
150
of.
years.
Yeah, 2 clubs. Anyway, go on. Next.
Shit.
Put your jacket on.
Far out.
All right, are we done with?
Now I'm hot.
Put your jacket on, man.
No, I'm hot.
Take the top
Go
off.
on. No, don't make me take the top off. Go on.
All right, we done with trade talk. We got any more
Yes,
trade talk?
finished.
Deadly?
No, that's it.
That's
Good
it.
man.
We're done.
All right.
Too much.
Talking
to
about
get.
cycling
my
now?
God, yeah.
Cycling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can walk out if you want. Ned, do you want to get out of here, Cavi? Or?
Cycling.
Cycling. Let's go talk Port Crow somewhere else.
Correct. Cycling.
That's coming from the bloke that wants. Oh, you're of a cycling.
Go on,
did you?
George. Give us your 2 minutes of cycling. Go, George. The
Nah,
fans
it's
want
all
to
right.
hear
Go,
it.
boys. I'll do that.
Before
at the end.
cycling starts, you know, obviously
just finished.
Colombia to Colombia. Bit of Colombia. The 2 most popular sports in Colombia are
Cycling.
and
Cocaine.
sport for some,
He's right. He's right.
cycling, football.
Yeah, cycling's
Okay.
huge, man. Cycling's huge.
But you would love the place.
I would love that place.
yeah.
For cycling and soccer.
For the cycling and the soccer.
Yeah.
And really good coffee. A lot of
And
coffee.
yes.
Oh my god.
Speaking of coffee,
Oh shit.
1 Aussie and 3 Brickies. Look out for the coffee range coming soon. Straight from Colombia.
Postobon sponsored. Right, go on. Tell us about your cycling. Worst sport in the world.
Yeah.
Roll.
Rui Costa, not the soccer player, the cyclist, signed for 2 years for Team UAE. Exciting news.
Jeez, that is
What's
exciting.
Yeah. Good on you. man.
Yeah, well done, Georgie.
Oh, you know when you wrote that in chat, I actually thought he was signing for
Yeah.
Qatar team for the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, if
Because they're trying to nationalise players
UAE
to have
and
a
Qatar
team.
are 2 different countries,
Yeah, but
and cycling is one of the biggest sports in the world. Just quietly,
One of the biggest sports in the world.
it is one of the biggest sports.
in Europe.
Well, I'll be stuffed. Strike me pink.
It's a recreational sport.
You boys might need to get on the cycle.
It's a recreation.
There's enough people doing
Sammy
it.
might.
Yeah, shit.
Too much road rage for that, man.
Road rage?
You get hit.
No, you'd be fine.
What's the go with getting Sammy on the bike? We getting him on the bike or what?
Do you know what? I need to go see. Did you see his face just drop then? I would if there's any bike sponsors out there that want to give us a bike, just for a day, to get Sammy on the bike with some cleats, I would love to hear from you.
Cleats.
Get some cleats.
I'll wear my Dunlops.
Pump the tyres up.
there's an on the run everybody 10 metres, so you'll be right.
All right, let's get on to round ball football because we don't have heaps of time left.
Yeah.
Right. Go the Gunners. Nico, the Gunners are Khalia, man. Sorry, it's my cousin.
Did you hear that, Nick? Khalia.
Khalia.
Are we going to start with Atletico Nacional? Second on the table at the moment, doing well.
What happened there? I'm surprised you know that. It's good.
Now, one thing I want to bring up firstly with EPL is Solskjaer. Man U.
I said he was going
weeks.
to be the first coach sacked at the beginning of the year. I was wrong because someone else got sacked. I think it was the Watford coach. Apparently, he's got 2 games and he's got Liverpool next. And I can't remember who's next.
Hang on, let's have a look.
Solskjaer is a joke. Since they beat PSG last year in the Champions League, which is a long time ago, I think it's been 21 games since. They've won 5 out of the last 21 games.
Man United have Liverpool next.
Yeah, and
They'll
after
get
that,
pumped.
Yeah.
after that,
4-0.
After Liverpool, they have Norwich City
They'll lose to Norwich.
they'll lose to that too. He's gone.
Now,
and then Bournemouth.
He's gone.
Is it the playing group? Is it the Pogbas and the...
George, they've spent that much money since Ferguson's
They
gone.
are the biggest prima donnas. Rashford, what have you done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Overrated.
I just saw a stat.
Abraham scored more goals than that guy.
I saw a stat that Nicholas Bentner scored more goals than Rashford has in the same amount of games.
Yep, that's correct. I've seen the same
King
stat.
Bentner.
Lord
Are you
Bentner.
Lord, but whatever he is,
Lord,
I don't care what
Lord
he is.
Bentner.
Shocking. I'd double footer him. First
Yeah.
tackle, bang.
It's unlike George.
Thank you for coming.
There's another red.
95 kilos.
I would have been about 85, 86 there playing.
But gee,
Nah,
isn't
he's
isn't Pogba doing some deal demands for his? Is he wanting like 50 million next season?
Pogba, until he can't throw around the SG won a World Cup, but what has he done clubs?
He was unreal for France.
Okay, what have you done for your club?
I think he's at the wrong club.
He shouldn't have went back. He should have just stayed.
So was Mourinho hard done by?
100%. Everything that guy said, everything that he said was true.
Yeah,
Rashford
pretty
not
much.
ready. There was all these things list that he said, and I had it down today.
And it's happening now.
Yeah, it's happening right now. He was 100% right. He overachieved, and he did. He actually did overachieve with that squad.
Mourinho is one of the only coaches to go through 3 different leagues and win 3 different Champions Leagues.
Correct. And how many league titles in different countries.
Yep.
He's unreal, Mourinho, but that's for another day. But Solskjaer is a dead man walking. He's done.
Too early.
Way too early. They appointed him too early. No, he's got to go. They're finished.
Yeah.
They're in big trouble. Maguire, see the 6
Come on,
see the head he missed in the
please.
6-yard box?
Yeah, open.
Free. And I mean free as a bird.
Would your biscuit tin score that?
My biscuit team, you'd be walking to that either the halfway line because it's their kickoff, or we're going the corner flag and dancing. One of the two.
Can you show us a celebration? Show us a little jig.
No, that's no.
Oh, he was about.
No, that was a disgusting miss, especially for, like
Terrible.
right in the middle.
Centre
of the goal.
back, bread and butter.
Yeah.
6-yard box.
Hits it
bang,
down,
head
misses the far post.
Hey, I used to hang for that shit.
Yeah.
Float.
What are you laughing at?
Nah.
Whine about the clock, you boys. Whine it back.
I can still play.
So can Sammy. Sammy used to tell me he was one of the better players at St Michael's College back in the day.
You know that?
Actually, yeah,
You were there.
I can't
Where
really-
were you?
I can't really say that. But
Never
yeah.
saw it. But
Nah, but who else is there?
I got banned from school.
Go through the results, Cavi.
Yeah. So we got also
I'll tell you later.
Go through the results.
another one that's exciting for me to say. A result from the weekend: Brighton 3-0 over Tottenham.
They're done. All the Yid supporters out there, it's going to be Tottenham's football's coming. It's not coming anywhere, mate. It's not going anywhere.
I was in the
It's not
game
going
for Saturday
anywhere.
night, and we were doing our multis, all the boys, and I said Tottenham Brighton because that was the first game up, and I said, what are we doing? He goes, nah, stay away. They're all sleeping with each other's wives, this, that, and the other. I was like, yeah, good point. Staying away. He gets on like an idiot. They got pumped 3-0. Tottenham's done.
I heard
They
something
are
about
finished.
Tottenham.
And Loris is done too.
Pochettino's going to
Till next
walk.
year.
I'm not a big soccer fan, but I heard that a lot of Arsenal supporters jump on Tottenham when they're winning. Yeah, I'm a Tottenham supporter because I've got a friend, my mate Brody White, does the same thing.
Brody's
goes.
He's not a real fan.
No.
He says he goes for Tottenham, but He actually goes for Arsenal. And are you one of those blokes that does
No.
that as well?
That'll
in
get
my
you
life.
stabbed. Brody, you do that in London, you get stabbed.
Never in my
They all,
life.
they all
I've
say
never-
they go for Arsenal when Arsenal winning, and
The
then
guy
when
knows
Tottenham
nothing.
come back, they'll go for Tottenham. What's the go?
Find a new mate.
Who is it?
Because
Brody
he's
Smith?
good
What is
at
it? Brody
Smith?
Smith?
Brody Wyatt.
Oh,
You
Brody
cannot
Wyatt.
I heard
trust
a
a
few
guy
people-
like that. You cannot trust a guy like that.
I heard that's what a lot
You
of
can never trust a man with the
Arsenal
first name as the
Tottenham
last
supporters
name.
do. They jump ship.
I'll
depending
correct
who's
you on
doing
that.
well.
I hate both clubs. They hate each other so much. It's not funny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Jumping.
They wouldn't be jumping ships.
That's like going from Estudiantes to Nacional.
Yeah, to Nacional.
I reckon the only clubs that hate each other more would be like Millwall.
And West
West
Ham.
Ham.
Man U,
And
Liverpool.
Hammers.
Me, Liverpool. Lazio, Roma.
Yeah.
You can see him go for
Yeah,
hours
Lazio,
about this,
Roma. Oof.
You know.
Yeah, like it's that. It's
Funny,
like
a funny story. Funny
Hate
story.
Huh?
You hate Tottenham?
I hate them with a
Sammy.
passion. Like I think the most scummiest club in existence of the world.
That's a true Arsenal supporter.
I was in.
Ask Nicky Booker and Vas Savalas about Tottenham.
Yeah.
They'll tell you all about
I
it.
tell you the truth too. I tell you the
I was in
real truth
Rome
too.
about 5 years ago, going to buy a Lazio top. For
Lucky
my,
you.
So it's one of the clock back, mate. So
What's this guy?
He's on fire tonight. He's on
Oh
fire
my
tonight.
god.
Go on.
Go
this,
G.
this is coming from a bloke that I'm coming from Rome. It's got to be here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Who cares about Rome? No, don't worry about it. Let's go.
no, what
no,
happened, what happened?
it's
What
gonna-
happened
Go,
15
go.
years ago in
It
Rome?
wasn't 15, it was 5. I went to go buy a Lazio top, and I got into the cab and I said, "Where's the Lazio store?" And he goes, "Oh, like be careful, don't say that around here." And he
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
"This is like Roma territory." I said, "I don't know, I'm not even Italian, bro."
Yeah.
They take me to the Lazio store. So what I was getting at, fucking Rexhan over here. You look like Rexhan. That like those when it comes to those sorts of rivalries, it's like life and death over there. They
They live and
that's
breathe
they
it,
will
man.
flog you.
They will.
You want to see the most passionate
Like me and
fans in the
Sammy.
world? You go to Europe, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right, you went to Borussia. It would have been the same over there.
It was good, man.
Signal
Yeah,
of
the
June.
atmosphere is unbeatable.
Said yeah. When I went
When I went to
It was against,
one
it was against Monaco. There wasn't many Monaco supporters there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Fair enough.
All right, so Georgia, your boys got up 4-1 over Southampton, right?
Easy.
Chelsea.
Very happy.
How are they looking now? Are they coming
Tammy
into form?
Abraham, take your bow, son. Frank Lampard, I had some confidence. I wasn't overly confident, but
I didn't, to be honest.
take your bow, son. I watched some derby games, and the way they were pushing the ball last year were just
Oh, yeah. But Derby and Chelsea, two different levels. So this is expectation here at Chelsea.
yeah. But
And he's done really well. I didn't
there was
give him a chance.
There was
Nah, at
expectation
all.
at Derby as well, but the system he was playing at Derby and the way they moved the ball is almost the same. Obviously, not as good quality.
Are we a chance for top four?
Yeah, the way we're playing, definitely.
And who would have thought that at the beginning of the year?
I would have said top 6,
Tops.
tops,
If that.
if that.
It's too competitive, man. You got
Yeah.
Leicester, so, like,
But then you got clubs like Watford or
no, Wolves.
Wolves.
Hang on.
Leicester.
Result of the weekend, let's talk about that. Man
Leicester,
City
West
lost 2-0 to Wolves. Now,
Wolves were giant killers next year.
Write them off.
top
Write them
four,
off.
top
No,
four
this is
manager in the
being
league at the
right
moment.
Oh, sorry.
As much as it makes me
Top four manager in the
sick
league
to
at the
say it, it's finally, after all these years, that next year's our year, Liverpool's going to win the title. And it makes me sick. And I know there's 30 games to go.
No, until after Christmas.
Yeah, but
That's when they
I
start.
saw enough on the weekend, George. The last minute penalty to get them the 3 points
They're doing
again.
what Man United did 10 years ago.
Right, and that's what I'm telling you.
that's when they won.
That's what I'm telling you. They're finding ways,
Lady
crap
luck.
ways.
Lady luck.
Right, and City got done.
They're going to do the treble. Mark my words. They'll win
Just-
the Champions League. They'll win the Premier League, and
No,
they
you need to
will
take
win
it
the-
easy.
What happened at the end of the Leicester game?
treble.
Yeah, the treble.
The boys punching on.
No, the treble was like they win 3
No,
cups.
no, he not.
No, what
Sorry,
is it?
asking?
What
He's
happened
a
to the
teacher.
What happened to the
He's a
Leicester
teacher.
game the other day?
Treble.
Boys punching on.
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, actually, I think it might be at the end of the game.
Yeah, at the end
I
of the
don't, I
game.
don't know. I don't really care
That's
about.
what he said. This at the start of the
That's
game.
what I said.
I don't really care about Liverpool, but yeah, I don't
That
know.
was Leicester.
I don't know what happened.
Is that what happened?
No, I've
What
got
happened
no
at the end of the
idea.
game? What? Yeah, that would happen at the end of the game.
Naturally.
Yes,
Oh,
Jack,
God.
I finally admitted
So
it.
apparently Mourinho is interested in the Tottenham job.
That'd
Now,
be
if
the
that
best
happens-
appointment they'd make.
The best.
The
And
best
that,
appointment
that
they'd
is the
make.
only coach that'll probably go there and do something with the club.
Yep. Pochettino's run his race there.
He's gone.
Take him as far as he can. Champions League final. They
I
ain't going to
reckon-
compete in the league. They're going to struggle to make top 4.
Lost the club. The
I
club's
reckon
gone.
Pochettino will be heading to
Real
Man
Madrid.
United.
Ooh.
Solskjaer will be out and Mourinho will be in a Tottenham.
Yeah, Solskjaer can coach Colombian team. I don't think he's good enough for your team.
Do
Actually.
you know any players from there?
He might go to Scotland
Yeah.
like Brendan Rodgers did and come back and do well.
Not talking
David
about
Moyes could be returned for Everton. They reckon that's a talk. Big David Moyes.
Moisey.
Moisey returning to Everton.
That is one of the worst impersonations of an accent I've ever heard.
So, mate.
Hey, Tuesday.
There's a few tight games coming up this weekend.
Yep, let's go through them.
But we've got Everton. We'll go real quick. Everton, West Ham.
West Ham.
Sammy?
Uh,
Everton, West Ham.
Everton.
You're a
Ruffy.
West Ham fan. That's.
Everton, Ruffy. But that's not this weekend. This weekend's international break.
Oh, sorry, 19th to the 10th. All right, we'll leave it.
That's following week, so
Yeah.
probably a bit early.
Actually, yeah. And then that's
They're all-
they got-
it's international
But, you know,
break.
the next one for Man United is Liverpool. Is he done before or after?
He'll be done a week after that.
The following game.
Pochettino will lose the next game.
He doesn't go to. He doesn't. No, this is he's talking about a Man U.
Yeah, so Solskjaer.
Yeah, I know, but Pochettino will lose against whatever
Watford,
game
probably.
they play. Watford will beat him 2 or 3-1. I've got a feeling. Troy Deeney's a bag of double. But
If anyone would do
Just quietly, Troy Deeney hasn't played all year. He's been injured, but
it. Yeah. Pereira.
There you go.
Come that game. Come that game.
Whoa, Troy Deeney, where are you?
nah, he won't make it to Bournemouth. Solskjaer won't make it to Bournemouth. And anyone thinking that Man U's going to get anything off Liverpool, they're dreaming.
Do you reckon he would
Even
walk?
at Old
Wouldn't you just
Trafford.
walk? Wouldn't you just walk?
Solskjaer,
He's a Man United great.
Man United great.
Yeah.
Bit more
Writing's
pride than
on the
that.
wall.
He was an elite substitution, the king substitute.
Unreal.
Writing's on the wall.
Yeah, it is.
Just
Varro.
can it. Just can it.
All right. So listen, we've got to flick through the next few sports because we're
Yeah.
pressed for time now.
We are.
But
Sorry.
all right. So NBA real quick. Preseason's just started. Now we've seen with LA Lakers, LeBron
Jordan
James
playing?
and Anthony Davis are teamed up. I've got to say, they looked lit.
Is that because
They look
you support
absolutely. No, I
Did you
don't.
say
I'm
lit?
a Chicago Bulls fan. The goat is behind you right
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Did you
And
say
we
lit?
suck. We absolutely shit. Right, I can't say anything for us because we are like in shambles. We're pretty much like the Gold Coast Suns of. Do
you know who I wanna see?
right now?
I'm a big fan of Russell Westbrook. I want to see him at Houston.
he can't shoot?
It doesn't matter. He's got Harden. He's got shooters around him.
He can't
His
shoot.
aggression.
Overrated.
I don't really watch it in depth to actually
Talk about shooting.
Don't back on your comment.
I nearly fell off my chair today. Simmons hit a 3.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
saw that. Yeah, good.
He hit a
Lucky
3.
shot.
He had it like it was nothing as well.
Lucky shot.
That's
man.
it now. You leave him open for threes. I'm hitting him.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no more
Is that the
passing.
same Simmons that couldn't get into the crown?
To who?
Is that the same Simmons that couldn't get into the crown a few months back?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stiff.
Yes.
Yeah, very stiff.
Probably something to do with Collingwood.
Absolutely not. It was
Probably.
Melbourne Demons.
Pelicans are good.
No, the team to watch was what I was going to say next.
Yeah,
Pelicans,
the
mate.
Pellies.
Carmen's already bought the,
Who are the Pelicans?
Zion Williamson jersey. Huh?
New Orleans.
New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson, number one
Who-
draft pick.
who do they take
Lonzo
over?
Ball.
What
Sorry?
team? What franchise did they take over?
Who were they before New Orleans Pelicans?
No,
Hornets.
they're the Charlotte
Charlotte
Hornets.
Hornets. How many
Bobcats.
times have they changed their names?
Charlotte Hornets went to Bobcats, right? New Orleans went to Pelicans.
There you go.
And yeah,
Hornets.
from the Hornets.
Hornets are iconic, mate.
Hornets, man, Alonzo Mourning.
Well, they're
Bugsy
back now,
Rose.
Charlotte
Oh,
Hornets.
Johnson.
They're back.
Can we
That's
just?
better.
Can I just note?
Anyway.
I just want to note that this is pre-season. So viewers, I don't take anything into pre-season with any sport. It's all rubbish. All it is for fitness pre-season and the coach to try out new tactics, game
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
I still don't like.
But you can still
losing
get
pre-season.
excited.
No, Pelicans are
Oh, I
good.
don't like losing pre-season
excited.
games.
You can still get excited because
Yeah.
Pelicans are.
Can you?
You can a little bit because
No one cares.
If
about
I went to a
pre-season.
club and they were called Pelicans, I'd be losing it. Who do you play for?
And it looks like in the
Pelicans.
NBA this year, it looks like there's going to be a few good teams rather than you just know that Warriors.
Golden
are-
State, yeah, that's the thing.
looks
Right, but
like-
the exciting thing for the Lakers is that you've got LeBron James who's going to make plays, but you've got Anthony Davis, right, who is going to be cleaning up the boards like there's no tomorrow.
We're gonna miss Cousins.
Hey,
We're gonna miss Cousins.
Cousins, man,
Ben Cousins.
he's out.
Injured.
No, wrong Cousins.
Yeah,
but
Durant's out. Durant's out all
Same thing.
season.
He's in jail or doing something up his nose or something.
Durant will be at the Pelicans next year. You watch.
He's still going to play for Brooklyn first with Irving and all that. But yeah, I mean, there's exciting things happening in the NBA, so it's going to be a really tight season.
I can't wait for it to start.
Which we can't wait. Now NBL just started, so it was actually the first season on record where they've had the best attendance for each 4 opening games, and each 4 opening games finish within single digits of each other.
Nice, man.
All right,
Good
so
stat.
Well, it is picking up.
Good stat, bro. I love that.
You like
Sixers
it?
play away?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
good.
that's man. That's
That's
dark.
good, man.
See,
Where
that's
the
dark.
Sixers?
Appreciates
The
it.
Sixers
That's
play
good.
away last week.
Now, Sixers are playing the Kings this week. So
Were they away last week? Is what I'm saying.
yeah, they're away.
We got
in,
belted, didn't we?
Utah. Yeah, they're playing against the NBA team
Oh,
for
right.
pre-season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't play.
All right, got spuckered. Right, but
They got what? Spuckered.
they got spuckered.
Bucket.
Is that some bricky word? I don't
That's
know.
not my
Correct.
word, bro.
That's,
Okay.
yeah, they got smacked.
That's something
They got
Pelican.
smacked.
That's
They
a
got
word
Say
from over
four?
here.
Pickhead.
Peckerhead.
Could be a peckerhead.
That'd be a peckerhead.
All right, so you had the Phoenix top Melbourne United by 3 points. The Taipans topped got beaten by the Kings by 8.
Taipans.
Yeah, that's it,
Who would've
Aussie.
thought?
Melbourne United Wildcats was 94-93 and Hawks Bullets 90-81. So it's all
Couple of upsets.
yeah.
Phoenix, brand new, got over the line against good
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Melbourne United. Well, they're always there.
Melbourne United.
There's going to be Illawarra's one to watch, but you know they've got Aaron Brooks, who was an ex-Chicago Bulls NBA player, but they've played him off the bench. He still put in 32 minutes though, right?
Yeah.
But
Off the bench, not behave 32 minutes.
exactly, and he was obviously a highest scoring player. They need to start that bloke.
And Ball, where's he playing?
He's playing with him. At Illawarra, right? And that's the thing. So they're going to be an exciting team to watch. But man, there's a lot of good players.
Where do Illawarra get the money for to bring these overseas players? And why not reading into it too much?
It's a bit of money in basketball. And
Well,
actually,
obviously not here.
The salary
Hey.
cap's a bit shit, right? So if they
You're
lifted that a
cost
bit,
bag. You know that? Hang on a sec. You're a cost bag. Oh, Koshy over there.
he's been a bit of a toss
He's a
tonight.
toss.
I know what mood he's
What'd
come
you
from.
do? Did you?
Where did you go in row?
He
What's
left his
happening?
attitude in row.
No, but your attitude stinks tonight, Ned. I'll tell you straight. What did you do in rope
Oh,
tonight?
Eddie
Just
Maguire.
quickly, make
Eddie
it sharp.
Maguire.
Make it sharp. What did you do in rope today?
If only we could have a basketball team.
In row.
What did you do in rope
women's.
today?
I drove back from Robe today.
Where were you?
Here I am.
What did you do?
Just hanging out.
it's holidays, man.
Hanging out.
Hanging out in robe.
You got in rope.
What are you growing up there?
I've got
How
cousins.
far is it? How far
I've got
is
cousins in
4
rope.
hours.
I've got cousins
Your
in rope.
cousins in
hours?
Robe.
No,
What?
What are you laughing at?
Do you really?
What are you, Italian or Greek, whatever you are? You got your cousins everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Okay, now
You can go to the fruit shop with
Hey,
you
be
as
careful.
well.
Hey, be
right
careful what you
fruit
say,
shop.
mate, because the cousins will be here very shortly, mate.
Yeah.
Keep talking,
Yeah,
all
sorry,
right?
I'm
we're
sorry.
live.
Hey, we're not
Sorry
living
to,
there.
sorry to every relative of
Live.
Sevda Tokyo. I didn't mean it.
Oh, A-League, Adelaide United signing Troisi.
Good signing.
You reckon?
He's home. He's done. That's it. He's home. He
31
ain't going
years
anywhere.
old.
Actually, no. Do you know what's going to happen? He'll have a year here, break a year, kill a year, and then he'll go somewhere else.
Surely not.
That's what
It's not about retiring here.
He'll have a good year.
I also
Someone
know.
will come knocking, going, "Look, I'll give you $1 million in the UAE."
I think that's what he's come here for, though. Cad's right. I think he's come here to settle down with his family
done?
now, and that's it.
He's a good kid, Jimmy.
I think. I'm
How
pretty
old
sure
is
that's
he?
what's happening.
He's had a
31.
trek. He's had a trek, man.
31.
Like, he's had a time. You know, he went to
He's
Newcastle
done.
very young.
I think United are a threat this year. No one would have thought with Kurt's leaving. I think United could do something this year.
To be quite honest, I haven't seen any games. I think we need to go to a couple of A-League games, boys.
Yeah, I'd be keen.
Well,
Couple
then,
of
then,
games.
the FA then the cup final.
A couple of Sixers
couple
games.
weeks.
At the Entertainment Centre, new home.
Yeah.
I normally go to Atletico Nacional and Borussia Dortmund games, but I could probably spare a game at the
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, they got cocaine here too, Ned. Don't worry.
coffee.
Oh, okay, sorry, that's what you call it.
Adelaide United Sydney tomorrow, isn't it? First game.
Yep.
Is that here?
Yeah, it's here. It's here.
I thought you farted there. I was
was
like,
that?
what?
What was
You
that?
see how bored Ned's getting when we're talking about the round ball?
Jeez.
All right,
Talking
hey,
about soccer,
he
Ned
gets
just
it.
starts to
Pick
sleep.
on the convict day.
who called
Look at the
Adesanya? Who called Adesanya on the UFC fight? We all say
No, we all said Whittaker.
Yeah, I think I said Whittaker.
We did.
I'm very disappointed
What happened?
because Adesanya knocked him out second round.
second round.
Carmen, Carmen was actually there. How was it, man? How was the day?
Yeah, give us something from left
What
field,
happened,
Carmen.
man? You told us Whittaker was going to win.
Give him the mic, George.
You lied to us.
Nah, Whittaker was winning the fight. He was winning the first round, then he got clipped.
Yeah.
At the end. Last second, he actually got knocked out, but then they started the second round.
So time ran out
Yeah,
first
there's
round.
no count after. So if you get hit down,
Oh, in the last 10.
even
Yeah.
there's no 10 count after in the rounds. Some boxing, it depends if it's modified rules. I'm pretty sure boxing and kickboxing, if it is a modified rule, they'll put that in there.
So I love the way you say kickboxing. Say that one more time.
Kickboxing.
Eric Banner.
Go on, Georgie.
Go on.
Eric Banner. I'll turn into the Hulk in a minute, and I'll kickbox your head all the way down Prospect Road.
Oh
Banner,
my
the kickboxing, you know?
Hey, cuz. Hey, bro. I'm from Brunswick and I'll kickbox you.
All right, bro.
Hey, Cuzzy. How are you, bro?
Good size.
Not bad. Not bad, good size. Sorry, you've killed Carmen's 2 seconds of fame. Carmen, please speak again because this guy's been a prick.
Piss off. You started talking about kickboxing.
Piss off,
man.
mate. You piss off.
So did Whitaker come back second round, or was it all just at a
He
second?
got knocked out, Cav.
Yeah, but hang on,
By kickbox to the head.
Second round was still pretty tight.
it was tight.
It was an even round, but you just got.
He got caught in that right hook.
That was it. Out
That was all
cold.
over. All right, he just fell back at the same. He jumped on top. Game over.
Yeah.
That's
Fair
it.
enough.
All right, now we have had 3 for 3 for Sammy's tip of the week. Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly,
No
guys.
way.
Responsibly. 3
Can
for
I tell you
3.
something?
No way.
3 tips from 3. Last week was Chelsea.
My mum just said she loves the pink microphone. Thanks, mum.
Love you, mum.
Yeah, go and say something about my mum. I'll kill you. I'll kill
Oh,
you.
don't, George.
I'll kill you.
Ned, don't.
You want to see a murder online? I dare
He didn't say anything. Relax.
I'm joking.
Hey, relax,
I haven't said anything about any of you boys tonight.
Yeah,
I love all of you.
I love you too, bro. I just don't. I'll kickbox you.
Okay, so Sammy's got a tip of the week again.
We're going to shift our concentration as the spring carnival started. The horses, and there's no
The
secret
ponies.
that I love the ponies.
Yeah.
You
I'm
won't
gonna-
like one.
There's a tip. There's a tip that I really, really like. Early market, you're getting about $2.30 at the moment. So it's not it's a sport because racing is a sport, but it's
Just
not a
like
soccer or a
cycling is.
football tip, which my last 2-3 tips have been. Race 6, Caulfield. I think it's number 3, Flit. That's the name. Race 6, Caulfield.
I'll put that down.
Number 3, Flit. Terribly unlucky last start. Huey Bowman ran it into a brick wall.
So,
Oh,
if
Yep.
I give you $50,
No, you give me nothing. You bet. I don't bet. I don't gamble with other people's money.
no. But if I say, just listen.
Yep.
Here's $50. You lose it. You lose it. I'm not going to put no.
Jurisdictions.
disclaimers.
There's no. We lose. But if I give you $50 and we win,
Yeah. So do you want to do that every week with my tip of the week? Because so far you'd be 3 from 3 if you listen to me from the very
you
start
know
of the
what?
show.
Well, you're going to be buddy 3 from 4 because every time I gamble, it just goes up shit creek.
Okay, so then we won't gamble with your money. We'll just keep it up.
So no,
all I know is we're not going to listen to any more of Carmen's bets.
Let's not go there. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there.
I place.
It plays, yeah, because you get money for that when you
You
put
got
it for the week.
what's the rest of your bets? You got any more? Or
No,
not?
no. I give one special of the week. That's
You've
all
been
I
here
do.
4 weeks, mate.
Yeah, but horse racing's not a sport, man.
I'm pretty sure horse racing is a sport.
It's
Just
much
like
as
cycling's a sport.
It's the same.
Anyway, horse racing is a sport.
We're done for time, boys. That's it.
That's it. We're done. We'd like to thank our sponsors. Where's your money? Give us your money.
Best bricks and
Bond.
pavers.
Postabon.
Postabon.
Fly Emirates.
Fly Emirates. Vara on demand.
Nah, talking about sponsors though, if
Teach
anybody
entirely.
wants to get on board, we're going to get some
High-tech.
t-shirts soon.
Thought you had the fruit shop on board.
My compadre wants to sponsor already.
Our good
compadre is Godfather.
Nothing less than 12
Barbaro
million.
Earth Moving is the company. I will let him know. All right, Barbaro Earth Moving.
A lot of good Barbaros out there.
All right.
Shout outs to the Barbaros.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so if you need any earth moving, you know who to
players.
call.
So another shout out to one of our local favourites. We were there the other day, but old Nedislav over here was working in school holidays.
Yeah,
We went
working
to the
school
commune.
holidays. Commune 1.
Yeah.
Get on the waffles.
Dude, I've
Get
never
on
seen
the
anything like
waffles.
that.
The waffles with bacon, egg, and maple syrup.
Is it off menu?
Change
It's off
on the
menu.
It's a special.
Just go in there, say I want.
Carmen, just shut the show
Just
down,
say
man.
I want
shut the show down, Carmen.
Shut up. Where you going, bro?
You're trying to score us some free t-shirts and you keep talking.
This guy's a dickhead.
Shut it down, man.
You're a dickhead.
He's off
guy's
the
a-
menu.
You're an idiot, mate.
You're a real dickhead, mate. You're a real malacca. I'm done. See you later,
boys.
I'm done with this guy.
Oh my god. That's it. You're not getting named on the waffles,
Great
mate.
show.
You're not getting named on the waffles. Stop streaming, man. Oh.